Hey, what's up YouTube? Stacking and Packing here with another 2-box half-dollar hunt. We have 2 boxes of NF String and Sun rolls in front of us, so $1,000 in half-dollars to go through. So let's go ahead and get into what we've got. We're going to start off with box number 1, where we're going to have 3 semi-heavy rolls and 2 slightly heavy rolls. We're going to move on over to box number 2, where we're going to have 5 heavy rolls, and these are going to be very heavy rolls. We have a 229.8, and then we'll work our way down. Then we're going to have some slightly heavy rolls. I think those are going to be actual slightly heavies, 226.1 in that range. And then we have 2 ender rolls here. Guys, we got a 1964 90% silver ender. And we also have what I believe to be a 90% silver ender. It weighs like one, but it's reverse facing. So we don't know what year this one is. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into our first couple of rolls from box number 1. Let's see if we can pull out any silver in box number 1 before we get into box number 2. Very excited to get into those heavy rolls from box number 2. It's going to be a fun hunt, and hopefully we'll pull out some more silver. We've been on a roll so far for the month of May. So nothing in roll 1. Doesn't seem like there's anything in roll number 2. We're going to keep it going. Hopefully we can pull something out of roll number 3. As always, we're looking for silver. That's going to be 90 and 40% silver half-dollars. We're looking for commemorative half-dollars, error coins, proofs, and the not intended for circulation 1987 half-dollar. Looks like this is probably going to be a newer coin, and it is. It's a 2000. So nothing in those first 3 rolls from box number 1. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the video here, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find of box 1. Okay, guys, we're on roll number 8. We're going to have our first find for the hunt. The stream saw it first. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. Reverse looks really good on this one. We're going to have a 1968 Denver. So first silver for the hunt, box number 1, roll number 8. I'll see you guys on our next silver. All right, guys, we're going to have our next find for box number 1. It's going to be another silver right there. The stream saw this one first, and a couple people did guess it correctly. We've got a 1967. A 1967 to add to the board. So that's silver number 2 for box number 1. I'll bring you guys in for the next one. Okay, guys, so our very next roll, and we're going to have another silver. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And we're going to have a 1967. So another 1967. That makes silver number 3 for the hunt. So 3 silvers so far. We have a couple rolls left before we get into our heavy rolls. I'll bring you guys in for our next find. Okay, guys, so we have 3 silvers so far for box number 1. We're getting started with our heavy rolls. First roll is going to be a 225.8. I got Mrs. S&P next to me. She's on the other phone for our live stream. We did miss one find. She found it though. It's a 1985 San Francisco proof. I'll show you guys that in a second. But let's keep it going and see if we can find some more silver in these rolls. And guys, we're gonna have some silver. I see silver right there. Let me make sure there's no other silver in this roll. Nope, that's not silver. So let's go ahead and pull this one out. And that's not either. So let's pull the silver out. We got another 1967. So a 1967, 40% silver half-dollar, not too bad. We'll definitely take it in our slightly heavy roll there. We'll get into our next roll. 226 on the dot. Box number 2 is going to be our heavy roll box. We have a lot of heavy rolls there, so that should be fun. Guys, I think we're going to have a 90%er. This is a worn down edge in a 226 gram roll. So that's insane. Let's see if we got a silver or not. And we've got an old Walker, guys. We've got a Walking Liberty half-dollar. This one's going to be Denver minted. If I can get our camera to focus here. So there we go. We got a Denver minted Walking Liberty half-dollar. 1938. So a 1938 Denver. That is awesome. So our first 90%er for the hunt. Let's keep it going. I did not expect that from box number 1 in a 226 gram roll. Box number 1 didn't have too many heavy rolls, so that's why I really didn't expect too much silver from box number 1. But box number 1 is really surprising me here, and it's a really good thing that it is. we're going to double check this, and that's at 1972, but I see the FG, the engraver's initials, which you guys all know about because we speak about it a lot, especially on the live stream, looking for those 1972, no FG. And we're going to have another silver in this roll, guys. It's right there. That's going to be a 40%er. I can tell that it's going to be a 40%er. Let's pull it out and see what year we've got. All right, it's reverse facing. So guys, go ahead and comment down below what year you think we got for this silver. I'm thinking it's going to be in 1967. Let's see. And it's another 1967. That is awesome, guys. So I got it right. That's four 40%ers that are 1967. We got a 90%er, and we have a 1968. So let's go ahead and open up the first. We'll do the first 3 rolls for box number 2. We'll see if we can pull anything out of one of the first 3 rolls for box number 2. I'm not seeing anything in that very first roll, guys. Let's get into our next one. Like I said, box number 2, we do have quite a few heavy rolls in there. So we might be pulling some silver out of those regular weighted rolls as well. That usually is how it goes with our heavy rolled boxes. There's usually a lot of silver in the regular weighted rolls. And I don't think I see any silver. We're going to check if that's a proof. It's not. That's not. And that's just a dirty edge, but it's a 72. So let's see if we got the FG, and I see it. So we have the engraver's initials there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off here, guys, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find of box number 2. Okay, guys, we are on box number 2, roll number 8. And we're going to have our first 2 silvers for the box. And they're both in this roll. 1969 Denver is going to be the first one. So a double silver roll here, guys. And here's our next one, 1968 Denver. So a nice double silver roll there to start off the silver for box number 1. Sorry, box number 2. I'll bring you guys in for the next one. Okay, guys, so we just pulled out another double silver roll here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we found. We're going to have a double 40%er roll, 1968 Denver. So that's our first one. And then let me see where the other one is. There we go. And it's also a 1968 Denver. So double silver roll number 2 for box number 2. So both of them are 1968s. We're tied with the 1967s now. I'll bring you guys in for the next silver or next find. Okay, guys, we are going to have another silver. I almost missed this one, but I double checked it. Right there, we're going to have a silver. I'm sure you guys can tell by that reverse. It's a nice looking silver that we're going to have here, 1968 Denver. So now 1968 is beating out 1967. I'll see you guys on our next one. Okay, guys, so I don't know if this was the very next roll because we're on the stream right now, so I'm involved in the chat quite a bit. But we got another 1968 Denver. So we're beating out 1967, I think, by 2 silvers right now. So 1968 is in the lead. We'll see where we finish at the end of this hunt. All right, guys, so the very next roll, and we're going to have another silver right there. Let's go ahead and see what year we've got. The stream did see this one first, and it's a 1967. So 1967 isn't going to go down without a fight. I think it wants to claim the title as the most popular. So we'll see what happens, and I'll bring you guys in for the next one. All right, guys, we got a couple rolls left in box number 2. We're going to have another silver find, and we've got a 1967. So like I said earlier, 1967 isn't going down without a fight. I think we're tied now. This ties up the 1967s and the 1968s, so should be interesting to see how this hunt ends off. Okay, guys, last roll for the hunt, and this is getting a little crazy. We're going to have another silver, and I saw the year already because our stream saw it first. So it's just funny because 1968 doesn't want to give up on the fight either. So another 1968 Denver. 1968 has just taken the lead again against the 1967 half dollars. Guys, we're on our last roll. I'm going to clear off this board here, and then I'll bring you guys in for our heavy rolls. Okay, guys, so we just finished up box number 2. We pulled out quite a bit of silver out of box number 2. We're going to get started with our semi-heavy rolls. We do have those 2 ender rolls off to the side that we're going to save for last probably. And we got 2 silvers to start. A double silver roll. Let's go ahead and pull out our silvers here. A 1967. That's a nicer one. And let's see what our next silver is going to be. It's another 1967. Wow, this one is really nice. It has some cool toning to it. Some goldish looking toning on the obverse. So let's get into that next roll. Hopefully we can keep it up, because double silver roll in each of these semi-heavy rolls would be really nice. And we got another double silver roll, guys. Let's see. 1968 Denver. So the feud continues between 1967 and 1968. We just pulled out 2 1967s. Let's see what this one is. 2 1968s. That is awesome. I don't see anything else in that roll. We'll double check this one, and it's not. I'm going to need some water real quick. We are live right now, so I'm doing a lot of talking. And my voice is going a little bit. 226 on the dot. Let's see if we got silver in this one. And we do. We're going to have a single silver in this one. And I am not complaining about that. Let's see what year we've got. Go ahead and comment down below, guys, what year you think we're going to have on this one. All right. I'm going to flip it over, and it's a 1967. So I think 1967 is now tied with 1968 for the hunt so far. 226.3. So that's a little bit of a heavier of the semi-heavies. We might have something right there, and yes, we do. Let's see what we've got. I don't think we have a double in this roll. Let's see what year we've got for this one. 1964 and a 226.3 roll. Wow, guys. We've got a 90%er and a 226.3 roll. That is awesome. 90%ers, especially 1964, usually are in the heavy rolls. So that's going to be our 226.8 and above. Another 226.3. Let's see if we can get surprised with another 90. And I don't think we do, but I think we have a 40%er, guys, right there. So I'm just making sure we don't have any others right there. I think we're going to have a 40%er. We got a 1968 Denver, so I think we're tied up again with our 1967s. 1968 just doesn't want to give up. Okay, guys, we're going to get into our heavy rolls now. These are going to be most likely 90% rolls, starting with a 226.9. And I see a silver right there, guys. That looks like an older edge. I'm going to guess this one's a Benji. If it's not a Walker, most likely going to be a Benji. And it's a Walker. So I was wrong. We got a Walker, guys. 1945. And this one's going to be a Philly. So that's our second Walker for the hunt. 1945. We'll take it. That is awesome. 226.9 roll. Let me move that roll to the side there. Let's see if we're going to pull out another Walker or not. And it looks like we got a couple of silvers in this roll. We got one right there, and we got one right there. This one's going to be the 90%er, I'm pretty sure. And I'm guessing it's a 1964. Let's pull that one out first. And it is. It's got some really weird toning on this one. The reverse doesn't look as bad, but the obverse is not really that good looking. So a 1964 there. We'll add that one to the board. And we've got another one right here. 1968 Denver. I think 1968 just took over and is in the lead again for 1968 Denvers. I'm going to put this one to the side for the stream. But I don't think we have anything else in that roll there. Nope, that's a 1979. So let's get into our next one. 226.5. I don't know how that one got out of order. But let's see what we've got here. And it looks like we're going to have another 90%er, guys. I'm guessing this one's going to be a 1964. Let's make sure this is in the silver. No, it's not. And it's another 1964. And it's a Philly. So 1964 Philly. I don't see anything else in that roll. Let's make sure that's not a proof. It's not. 1972. Let's double check and make sure it's not the no FG, and it does have the FG there. All right, another quick sip of water. Okay, guys. Next roll, 226.9. So what a hunt we've been on right now. It's just going to get better as we go. And we got another double silver roll. We got an older one right there and a 40%er right there. Let's pull out our older silver here. And it's a Benji. 1960. And this one's going to be a Denver Minted Benji. 1960 Denver. So we just got the trifecta there. Let's see what we've got for our 40%er. Another 1968 Denver. So that is awesome. 1960 is definitely beating out 1967 now. Put that one to the side. We're going to save our very heavy for the last, and we're going to get into our ender rolls here. First one is 227. That's going to be a silver on the end. Let's see if there's any friends on the inside. So 227 grams. And it looks like that's going to be our silver for this roll. And it's a 1964. 90%er. And no mint mark. You guys saw that reverse before. So let's get into our next one, which is going to be the other silver ender here. 227.3. There's a possibility of a friend in this roll. 1964. Let me show it to the live stream as well. Weigh it up one more time. 227.3. Let's see if there's any friends in this roll. And we might have a friend here, guys, right there. Maybe a 40%er. Let's pull out the 64 first, the ender. So 1964, and that one's going to be a Philly. We'll put that one to the side. Let's see if we got this, if this one's going to be a friend. And I think it is. 1966. So I don't know if we've gotten a 66 so far for this hunt. Doesn't look like we have. So let's save our last roll is going to be our best roll. So the best for last. Another quick sip of water. I know I keep drinking water here, but I am thirsty. So 229.8. I think this is one of our heaviest rolls yet this year. So let's see what we've got. 229.8. This feels like a heavy roll, guys. Wow. It looks like we have 3 90%ers in this roll. This is an insane roll. 3 90%ers in this roll. Let's see what we've got. The first one is definitely a 1964. And that's a blazer of a 1964. That one's going to be a Philly minted 1964. Next one looks like another 1964. And it is a really nice 1964 there, guys. So 2. I'm guessing this one's going to be a Benji. And it's not. It's a Walker, guys. That's our third Walker for the hunt. It's a Denver minted Walker. That is insane. 1942 Denver. Wow. Let's make sure there's nothing else in this roll. I don't see anything else, guys. So I'm going to go ahead, double check these rolls, and I'll bring you guys in for the wrap up. Okay, guys, so we didn't miss anything in any of those rolls. And once again, we had an insane hunt. So this is a couple in a row, and I'm definitely not complaining about that. But let's go ahead and get into our finds. We're going to start off with our oldest find first. This 1938 Walking Liberty half dollar. This one's going to be Denver minted. We got 3 Walkers. A 1942. Also Denver minted, and a 1945. as I'm bumping into the tripod here. We found a Benji, a 1960 Denver. We found 7 1964s, so a total of 11 90%ers for the hunt. This is the nicest one. We found a total of 23 40%ers. We found a 1966, a bunch of 67s. 1968 won this one with 12 of them. We had 9 67s and a 69. We also found 2 proofs. I'll show you guys those. And I'm sure you guys see those Mercury dimes off to the side. We have those as well, but these proofs look really nice. Can't complain about this one at least. The other one, not as much. It's a 1985 and it's beat up pretty badly, but we'll definitely keep that anyways. But when we went to return our coins at the bank, I noticed there was some coins in the trash, and I pulled out 3 Mercury dimes, so 1919, and I can't tell if there's a mint mark on this one. I don't think there is, just because I would see a little bit of something there. So this one's going to be a Philly. We found a 1943. That one's going to be a Philly as well, and then a 1944, also a Philly. And we also found a wheat penny, a 1957. So anyways, guys, I can't throw these into our silver jar because it is full for the month. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, as well as leave a comment and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on our next hunt.